The book of the month is Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. Money, poverty, ambition, war, prostitution, classes, empires, slavery. The long, terrible story of man trying to find something other than God which will make him happy. And I remember reading C.S. Lewis and it felt like I had been living in this damp room where hardly any light or air had been getting in. And then reading him, it just broke open the doors of my soul, and all that light and fresh air just came right into the room. I didn't even know what was in the room because it was so dark, and suddenly I could see everything very, very clearly. The first thing I want to say is that C.S. Lewis's Mere Christianity does not simply lead people to Christ, though many people have found Christ through reading Mere Christianity, that it primarily attempts to lead people to Christianity. He actually spends most of his time giving you insight into the way the church has historically looked at the world. He talks about marriage, talks about divorce, talks about sex, talks about war, peace. He talks about natural law, morality, ethics. These are not typically things you discuss when you're trying to tell someone the gospel, but they are the subject matter of Mere Christianity. Many people over the years who've approached this book with the intent to understand how C.S. Lewis reads the Bible or how C.S. Lewis views substitutionary atonement or the work of the cross will be sorely disappointed. He's not interested in giving you a very detailed analysis of what necessarily Christ means to you. What he wants you to do is he wants to baptize your imagination. He can't make you walk through the door into wide open fields of salvation, but he'll open that door and let the light come in. The second thing I want to mention about C.S. Lewis and Mere Christianity is that he's interested in helping people lead a rebellion against the spirit of the age. At the bare minimum, what God is doing with his people is that a forgiven people then take that message and they go and they bring this sort of salt and light to everything in the world. And then lastly, what are the two main arguments that I think are worth looking into? It's one is that the origination of the moral law, the originator is God. That actually this sort of gut reaction we have when someone is murdered, these gut reactions we have when something wrong happens, that those are clues to the meaning of the universe. And the meaning of the universe, of course, is that we have a designer who has put that within us, that transcends culture. It transcends cultural sensibility and it transcends taste. And the second thing I want you to consider is the way that Lewis talks about Jesus. Instead of talking about all the things that he did while he was here on earth or what he means to Christians today, he simply poses a dilemma. He says, listen, either Jesus is who he says that he is, or he's a liar or a lunatic, or someone deeply, deeply disturbed. In other words, every human being on the planet has to reckon with this reality that Jesus either is the Son of God or he is a lunatic. He cannot be a good teacher, just not the Son of God, because he makes too many claims about himself that are too radical. Now, there are several other C.S. Lewis books that I do recommend that you also read in addition to Mere Christianity. Okay, first and foremost, you should read his fiction. Read all the Narnia books. They're all fantastic. Right there on the page, he's showing you how he baptizes the imagination of the child and the childlike. If you want to know about C.S. Lewis's academic chops, you should read the preface to Paradise Lost. This is an amazing introduction to Paradise Lost, and it'll show you that C.S. Lewis was no joke. He actually had really good academic credentials. If you want to take the idea of the moral law further as this unchanging law in the universe, then you can read his book Abolition of Man, which is kind of an appeal, again, to secular people in the secular mind. Well worth your time. Now, my personal short read of C.S. Lewis is called Letters to Malcolm. Letters to Malcolm is a great book to read at the beginning of the year because it is explaining the role and the life of prayer for the believer. So that's what I think for this month. Mere Christianity is the book. I hope you give it a read.